Alright, let's just proceed. I think I can move this out a bit more. Because we do have a lot of space here we're just not using. You know? Let's use this as our guide, because this is the... Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Maybe a little bit more. This one's our guide. Alright. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Oh, did I explain what this is? Oops. So we're doing... Hang on, wait, no. Let's just go here. No chat. I need you to go away for a moment because I need to explain this. Okay, we're going to ignore this for a moment. What if I put this on? Will that be better? Not really. What if I put this on? Is that better? A little bit. All right, we'll vibe with that. We'll vibe with it. So, what this is, we're rounding up all of, well, what this is, we're rounding up a bunch of different Pokemon for gym leaders, Elite Four, and other notable trainers in the Pokemon universe, generation by generation. Each generation is its own Hunger Games, has its own Hunger Games. Yeah. Basically, I took some Pokemon that kind of fit. I didn't want to have too many repeats, so I took a bit of a... I was a little bit liberal in how I chose some of the Pokemon. Most of them are teams they've used in a game, trying to avoid duplicates. Here we go, gamers. Boom. Ahem. As the tributes stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Sabrina's Mr. Mime runs away from the cornucopia. Agatha's Haunter snatches a pair of size. That's fucking sick, though. Haunter with size. Fan art it. Let's go. Erica's Tangler runs away from the cornucopia. I need to like be careful of what I'm reading because I know that you can't see it. All the way down. Blaine's Magma runs away from the cornucopia. Bruno's Machamp sits on off an explosive. Oh my god. Sits on an explosive this soon? Killing Lorelei's Jinx, Koga's Muck, and Brock's Geodude. Just like that. Bruno of the Elite Four has 3 kills to his name. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu runs away from the cornucopia. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Blaine's Arcanine runs away from the cornucopia. Maybe I'll just like skip some of the stuff that's like repetitive because it's just like, you know, it's the same deal. Lance's Gyarados and Misty's Golduck fight for a bag. Misty's Golduck gives up and retreats. That's fair. Golduck ain't no match for a Gyarados. Misty Starmie finds a backpack full of camping equipment. How is Starmie going to use that camping equipment? That's what I want to know. I want to see that. Giovanni's Rhyhorn, Lorelei's Lapras, Koga's Wheezing get into a fight. Lorelei's Lapras triumphantly kills them both. The Elite Four is making some moves in this Hunger Games, boys and girls. Oops. Erica's Vileplume runs away from the cornucopia. Agatha's Gengar takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Serena's Alakazam runs away from the cornucopia. Runs away. Okay, we're getting it. You can't see that down the bottom there, which is going to be a problem. It's also going to be a problem for me editing, because if I change the scene now, but oh well. I'll deal with it, I guess. Giovanni's Nidoking grabs a sword. Proceed, please. Misty Stormy picks flowers. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu attacks Lance's Gyarados, but he manages to escape. Going for the type effectiveness there, I like it. This is a smart Raichu. This man definitely fought in a war. Ooh. No one hydrated me, but I need to drink. All right. What are we doing? Where are we? Lance's Dragonite ambushes Brox's Onix and kills her. Her? All right. Okay. Lowlight's Lapras goes hunting. Blaine's Arcanine stalks Giovanni's Nidoking. Agatha's Haunter fishes. Just like... That's a really cute. That's a really cute image. Bruno's Onix stalks Erica's Varplume. Agatha's Gengar runs away from Erica's Tangela. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz constructs a shack. I thought that says constructs a snack. Blaine's Magmar and Sabrina's Mr. Mime hunt for other tributes. Bruno's Machamp attacks Sabrina's Alakazam, but he manages to escape. Misty's Golduck travels to higher ground. Six cannon shots can be heard in the distance. So our deceased are Lorelei's Jinx, Koga's Muck, Brock's Geodude, Giovanni's Rhyhorn, Koga's Weezing, and Brox's Onyx's. Proceed. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu stays awake all night. Lance's Dragonite cooks food before putting his fire out. Sabrina's Mr. Mime is unable to convince Blaine's Magmar to not kill her. Oh my god. Is Sabrina's Mr. Mime actually female? I have to know. It's just like a canon female Mr. Mime. I mean, just the fact it's called Mr. Mime. Wow, it is. Yeah, Sabrina canonically has a female Mr. Mime. There you go. Bruno's Onix starts a fire, just banging its own rocks together. Just banging parts of its body together. Giovanni's Nidoking tends to Sabrina's Alakazam's wounds. Oh. Giovanni and Sabrina. I guess in the manga they were both team... They were... Let me try that again. I guess in the manga Sabrina did work for Team Rocket. So there is that. Lance's Gyarados fends Agatha's Haunter, Lorelei's Lapras, and Misty's Golduck away from his fire. It's such a stupid image in my head. Bruno's Machamp attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Blaine's Arcanine, Erica's Varplume, Misty's Starmie, Agatha's Gengar sleep in shifts. That is an interesting combination. Can't remember all of the gym leaders that work for Team Rocket in the anime. But Misty definitely would have been one. Agatha may have been. Although she's not a gym leader, but you know what I mean. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz cooks his food before putting his fire out. Erica's Tangela accidentally steps on a landmine. Just bits of bush going up everywhere. Good lord. X's Gengar constructs a shack. Erica's Varplume camouflages herself in the bushes. Lance's Dragonite receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sleeps through the day. Searches for a water source. Runs away. It's not a lot happening here. Lorelei's Lapras stalks Bruno's Machamp. Not the kind of guy I'd want to be stalking, but alright. If you insist. Giovanni's Nidoking makes a slingshot. Of all the things he's got a sword and a slingshot now? Dude, I don't think you need these weapons. You've got a horn. And you can make earthquakes happen. What are you going to do with the sword and the slingshot, buddy? 2 cannon shots heard in the distance. Mr. Mime and Tangela. R.I.P. Lieutenant Surge select plus use medical supplies for an unknown sponsor. Bruno's Onyx is still just banging his own body together, trying to start a fire. Lorelei's Lapras destroys Blaine's magma supplies while he is asleep. Sabrina's Alakazam shoots an arrow into Blaine's Arcanine's head. Oh my god! Just like telekinesis, boom! Straight through that poor Arcanine's head. That poor dog. That poor dog. Turns his right attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Yeah, you're not the other one. What's going around, I hear? All these non-fire Pokemon trying to start a fire. Lance's Gyarados, Agatha's Gengar, and Agatha's Haunter get into a fight. Lance's Gyarados triumphantly kills them both. Oh my god, Lance taking out both of Agatha's Pokemon right there. Let's go, Lance, my boy. Eric's Vileplume receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. This will be a secret tool to help us later, I expect. Giovanni's Nidoking tends to Misty Starmie's wounds. Lance's Dragonite sets off an explosive, killing Misty's Golduck and Bruno's Machamp. I imagine the Lance's Dragonite's explosive was just a Hyper Beam, just killing those dudes. Lance is really doing some work here. Lance is really a force to be reckoned with in this fight, and rightfully so, I would say. Lorelei's Lapras questions his sanity. Fair girl, fair. Gyarados receives medical supplies. Nidoking dies of thirst. Alakazam needs firewood. Drence's Dragonite is pricked by thorns while picking berries. He's okay. He's a Dragonite. What is a little prick gonna do to him? Blaine's Magmar defeats Bruno's Onyx in a fight, but spares his life. Are you sure that's what happened? I mean, a fire type going up against a rock ground type? Erica's Vileplume stalks Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. You do have that resistance, that's fair. Misty Starmie thinks about home in the Pokeball, I suppose. Lieutenant Surge's right, you travels to higher ground. That's fair. Summon that lightning, boyo. 6 cannon shots in the distance for Blaine's Arcanine, Agatha's Gengar, Agatha's Haunter, Agatha out of the competition just in this round. Misty's Golduck, Bruno's Machamp, and Giovanni's Nidoking. Lorelei's Lapras loses sight of where she is. Lance's Dragonite goes to sleep. Blaine's Magmar receives fresh food from her sponsor. 5 for the night, 5 for the night. Medical. Bruno's Onyx cries himself to sleep. Oh my god. He just could not get that fire going. And he's really upset about it. And then his own tears kill him because he's 4 times weak to water. Misty Starmie tends to her wounds. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz is awoken by nightmares. It's the residual effects of the Gengar and the Haunter, I expect. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu convinces Sabrina's Alakazam to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Lieutenant Surge with these underhanded tactics. If anything, I would expect that to be the other way around, where Sabrina's Pokemon are using the underhanded tactics. But let's... The Honorable Sergeant Man. I guess he's not a sergeant, he's a lieutenant. That's rude of me to say. The Honorable Lieutenant with these underhanded tactics. Lance's Dragonite scares Blaine's Magmar off. Fair. Bruno's Onyx runs away from Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. Erica's Vileplume collects fruit from a tree. Just like plucking her and stuff. Misty Starmie diverts Lance's Gyarados' attention and runs away. Lorelei's Lapras camouflages herself in the bushes. I'm not picturing it too well. Okay, this is for future editing me. I'm picturing, like, let's go into Photoshop, let's put some bushes up, and let's just let's just have a Lapras, like, head sticking above the bushes. You're welcome, future me. Looking out for you, buddy. Boop. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance for Sabrina's Alakazam. Proceed. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu lets Lance's Gyarados into his shelter. Bruno's Onix is awoken by nightmares. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz convinces Lorelei's Lapras to snuggle with him. I don't like where that's going. With an electric type and a water type. Erica's Vileplume sees a fire but stays hidden. That's fair. You're weak to fire. You gotta stay away. You are a plant. Misty Starmie receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Uh-oh. Blaine's Magma quietly hums. Lance's Gyarados receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Proceed. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute families. I imagine that's just their trainers. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, Lance's Gyarados gathers as much food as into a bag before he can get... Let's try that again. Lance's Gyarados gathers as much food into a bag as he can before fleeing. Lorelei's Lapras convinces Misty Starmie not to kill, and to kill her instead. Oof. Oof, Elite Four, pulling rank. Blaine's Magma decides not to go into the feast. Bruno's Onix shoots an arrow into Erica's Vileplume's head. How is he shooting an arrow? Just his horn? He's... Pew! Yeah, okay. Alright, I see it. Lance's Gyarados decides not to go to the feast. Okay, interesting that Gyarados is scared. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu and Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz get into a fight over raw meat, but Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz gives up and runs away. This is what Gyarados was afraid of. Gyarados saw the two electric types fighting, was like, fuck that, I'm out. Just a little spark and I'm dead. Lorelei's Lapras fishes, that's very fair. Just bonking her head in. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz travels to higher ground. Lance's Dragonite sprains his ankle while running away from Blaine's Magma. Bruno's Onix steals from Lance's Gyarados while he's looking. Raichu makes a slingshot. You can just projectile electricity, but okay. More power to you. Two cannon shots in distance. Misty Starmie, Erica's Vileplume. Out of the game. Bruno's Onix quietly hums. Lance's Gyarados convinces Blaine's Magma to snuggle with him. Again, it's always these ones with the type matchup that's not favorable that are snuggling up. But hey, I'm not here to judge. You do you, boo. Lance's Dragonite, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Lorelei's Lapras, and Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. Lieutenant Surge still having a foothold in this game. Telling each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. They're just laughing at the Haunter and the Gengar that died. Those fucking idiots. One of them had size. Lance's Dragonite attends to Blaine's Magma's wounds. Interesting, interesting. Bruno's Onix, Lorelei's Lapras, and Lieutenant Surge's Raichu hunt for other tributes. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Lance's Gyarados travels to higher ground. Alright, alright, alright. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Lance's Dragonite cries himself to sleep. Blaine's Magma quietly hums. Lorelei's Lapras, Bruno's Onix, Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, and Lieutenant Surge's Raichu tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Lance's Gyarados receives an explosion from an explosive, not an explosion, but I guess, you know, in a way. Bruno's Onix receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. How is he using these things? Oh, excuse me. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, Blaine's Magma, and Lance's Dragonite get into a fight. Lance's Dragonite triumphantly kills them both. Here we go. Lancey boy racking up these kills. Lorelei's Lapras tends to Lance's Gyarados wounds. The Elite Four buddies over there sticking together. The Elite Four water types sticking together, in fact. Elite Four water types have some allegiance, I'm sure. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Two cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Dragonite receives medical supplies Lieutenant Surge's Raichu and Lorelei Lapras. What? Raichu tends to Lorelei Lapras' wounds. There we go. Bruno's Onyx traps Lance's Garanite. Trap. Oh, sorry. I thought it said trapped and killed him. Sorry. Bruno's Onyx. Bruno's Onyx is trap kills Lance's Gyarados. It was hard to say. It was a difficult one to get off. Proceed. Lorelei's Lapras fishes. Lance's Gyarados picks flowers. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu stalks Bruno's Onyx. You don't want to be near that Onyx, my guy. He's keeping an eye so he knows where not to go. Lance's Gyarados is out of there. Lorelei's Lapras kills Lieutenant Surge's Raichu with a sickle. Bruno's Onyx cooks food while putting his fire out. Lance's Dragonite dies of hypothermia. I really thought Lance was in with a chance. Hypothermia. I mean, he is 4 times weak to fuck. He is 4 times weak to ice. That's all I'm saying. Bruno's Onyx actually detonates a landmine while trying to aim it. Oh no, it's just rock chunks going everywhere. Raichu, Dragonite, Onyx all out. The winner is Lorelei's Lapras from District 9, otherwise known as the Elite Four. Well, it was still an Elite Four member that won the Kanto round. Which, you know, maybe there's some favoritism happening here. Who can say? I realized I was still recording there, and I should not have been. My B, homie. Alright. I think we're just gonna take just a quick break here. Oops. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Break time. Okay. It's actually still not, because I'm scrolling all the way up there. I really like it. There we go. All right, 1 moment. Give me 1 second. I'll run some ads over on Twitch. Good news, gamers. The sprites have color now because we're in Gen 2 Game Boy Color era. The only thing you invented was a new way to make people hate me. I don't know. I don't think that's true. That requires some innovation on your part. Bye. Get out of here. Get to stepping. Don't you ever for a second get to stepping. All right. We going in. Falconer was an interesting one because I really just did Pidgeot and Pidgeotto. He has a Pidgeot at some point, I'm sure. All right. Okay. Oh yes, this has reminded me. Some people will be returning to the Hunger Games because they are gym leaders in more than one region. Well, either gym leader or Elite Four member in one region. Like Bruno, for example. We don't talk about Bruno. No, wait. Should Bruno be here? I said that out loud and I'm like, hang on. Is he? He is. Okay. Okay. Wow, my memory of Gen 2 is not as good as I thought. Because I haven't played Gen 2 in a while. There you go. I knew Koga came back as a Elite Four from a gym leader, but yeah. All right. Let's get gaming, gamers. Oakley dokley. All right, so let's proceed. I forgot there was a guy named Morty. Morty. All right, they're running away from the cornucopia. We can skip the boring stuff. We've seen it already. Morty's Gengar stabs Will's Zatu with a tree branch. Karen's Vileplume finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Boop, 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 boop. Whitney's Clefable runs away. Whitney. I've remembered Whitney. Whitney's Clefable runs away with a lighter and some breath. Almost said lightsaber. That would have been crazy. Bruno's Hitmonchan clutches a... I thought it said fist. Bruno's Hitmonchan clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Bugsy's Beedrill stays at the cornucopia for resources. Koga's Wheezing grabs a shovel? How did it do that? With its mouth? I'm guessing. Claire's Dragonet grabs a sword. Same issue, really. Price's Dugong. Something is wrong with Price's Dugong here, but we'll move on. Find the candy full of water. Pidgeotto grabs a shovel, runs away from Cornucopia, runs away. Chuck's Poliwrath takes a handful of throwing knives. Okay, interesting. So does Bruno's Hitmonlee. Miltank runs away. It's charged up. It's getting the run up for the rollout. Bugsy Scyther scares Chuck's Primeape away from the cornucopia. Karen's Umbreon runs away. Coco's Crobat stays away from the cornucopia. Stays at the cornucopia for resources, rather. Price's Pillow Swine. I think the Pillow Swine and the Dugong may have been swapped somehow. Just getting this vibe. Rips a mace out of Jasmine's Magnemite's hands. Janice clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Hitmonchan, Magnemite, Vileplume, and Pillar Swine hunt for other tributes. I'm low-key hoping the Pillar Swine and the Dugong are dealt with, so so I don't have to deal with that. I guess I can post-edit, it's fine. Fox's Pidgeotto tries to sleep through the entire day. Just nesting. It's using Roost! Scyther camouflages in the bushes. That one makes sense, at least. Haunter constructs a shack. Crobat sprains its ankle. Are these ankles, chat? Chat, are these ankles? While running away from Chuck's Primeape. Yeah, none of that made a lot of sense. I'll be real with you. Monty's Gengar searches for a water source. Claire's Kingdra picks flowers. Bugsy's Beedrill explores the arena. Will's Jinx attacks Karen's Umbreon. But she manages to escape. Yeah, that's fair. Because you're a Psychic type. Psychic, I guess you could use an Ice move. I'm being too judgmental. Umbreon is a tank. Ain't likely to take her down. Whitney's Miltank constructs a shack. Barn, more like. Comedy. Clefable, Dugong, Hitmonlee, and Dragonair raid Poliwrath's camp while he is hunting. Let's go, team. I don't know why I'm against Chuck for some reason, but yeah, probably am. Pidgeotto receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Weezing questions his sanity to all the gases. All of his own gases are getting to him. Boop. Why do we not... Why are we getting an X? Oh well, whatever. I don't think I usually use this screen anyway. Crobat questions sanity. Oh, how does it feel to be confused, Crobat? It's revenge for all the supersonics you did. Revenge for all the supersonics you did as a Zubat. You bastard. Miltank and Primeape tell stories about themselves to each other. Don't know how I feel about that one. Sings himself to sleep. Beedrill cannot handle the circumstances. Oh, wait a minute. Beedrill cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Just... Bruno's Hitmonlee thinks about home inside the Pokeball. Claire's Kingdra destroys Bruno's Hitmonchan's supplies while he's asleep. Okay, that's different to how I thought that was going. Wheezing, Pidgeot, Clefable, Gengar, and Haunter sleep in shifts. I like this combination. Haunter, Gengar, and the Gengar not Shadow form. I like that theory. I don't care what anyone says. Price's Pillow-Swine kills Falkner's Pidgeot with a hatchet. Karen's Valplin thinks about winning. Umbra looks at the night sky. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? That's cute. I like it when it lines up. And Dragonette climbs a tree, just wraps around it, I imagine. Climbs a tree. Starts a fire. Thinks about home. Jasmine Steelix convinces Chuck's Polyrat to snuggle with her. Good luck to you, Polyrath. Good luck. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. Primeape sprains his ankle riding away from Karen's Vileplume. At least this one actually has ankles and makes sense for it to run. Polyrath injures himself. Steelix makes a wooden spear. That seems like a downgrade from just being a Steelix, but you do you, King. Miltank, Pidgeot, Kingdra, Scyther, all hunt for other tributes. I mean, I think that's implied, buddy. Why are they together, though? Why is this lot teamed up? Riddle me that. Bruno's Hitmonlee tries to sleep through the entire day. Good luck. Shaq hunts for tributes, berry picking. Morty's Gengar defeats Will's Jinx in a fight but spares her life. Gengar's got a crush. I want to see that develop, actually. I want to see this develop. I'll be sad if there's no development here. Wheezing scares Dugong off. Yeah, there's not much happening here. Magnemite defeats Dragonair in a fight but spares their life. That's a surprising turn. And there's a lot of sparing of lives happening here. Bruno's Hitmonchan's trying to get the high ground. He knows his battle tactics. Price's Dugong, or Pillow-Swine rather, practices his archery. You know what? Oh, but it's not Dugong. I was going to say Dugong holding it in like its tail and firing it would be cool as heck. But it's Pillow-Swine. The picture is misleading. We lost Pidgeotto and Beedrill, apparently. Wheezing severely injures Hitmonlee, but puts it out of its misery. Damn. I guess that, you know, that is the Elite Four. That's the Elite Four fighting. You know, it's the same level. Same level of play here, basically. Chuck's Primeape cries himself to sleep. I don't... Primeape being sad rather than angry is just kind of distressing to me, honestly. Crobat and Bruno... Koga's... I can't... Koga's Crobat and Bruno's Hitmonchan hold hands? I still... I don't... Clefable loses sight of where it is. Umbreon and Haunter huddle for warmth. Aww. Dugong, Steelix, and Scyther unsuccessfully ambush Jasmine's... it's weird. Sometimes I say the name, sometimes I don't. I'm trying to fix it. Price's Dugong, Jasmine's Steelix, and Bugsy Scyther unsuccessfully ambush Jasmine's Magnemite, Chuck's Poliwrath, and Morty's Gengar, who kill them instead. Oh dear. Oh dear. Magnemite, Poliwrath, and Gengar. Quite the team up. Claire's Dragonair fell out of the tree. it was wrapping around. Fresh food from our sponsor. And Valplume destroys Jinx's supplies while she sleeps. Okay, alright, alright. Haunter receives a hatchet from an sponsor. I like it when the floating arm Pokemon just get a weapon. Bruno's Hitmonchan steals Chuck's Poliwrath. Steals from Chuck. I keep thinking it says supplies, or it steals the Pokemon itself. It doesn't. My brain doesn't compute with it. Primeape defeats Chuck's Primeape defeats Morty's Gengar in a fight, but spares his life. This Primeape must be using Foresight or something. Or is it Scrappy? Maybe it's a Scrappy Primeape. Koga's Wheezing hunks for tributes. Claire's Kingdra decapitates Will's Jinx with a sword. Oh my god. Magnemite tries to sleep through the entire day. Pillar Swine convinces... I should say the names. Price's Pillar Swine convises... I will end myself on this stream. I will say words properly. I can do it. Price's Pillar Swine convinces Falcon's Pidgeot not to kill him, only to kill him instead. The Uno reverse with the Pidgeot and Pillar Swine there. Actually, I'm glad, because now the Pillar Swine's out and I don't have to worry about editing that. Karen's Umbreon, Karen's Vileplume, and Koga's Crobat into fight. Koga's Crobat triumphantly takes out both of Karen's Pokemon. Good lord. These guys are collecting fruit and sleeping. A bunch of cannon shots. Boom, boom. Chuck's Poliwrath fends Koga's Wheezing, Morty's Gengar, and Whitney's Clefable away from his fire. I just had an intrusive thought that was like I should really note down who wins these Hunger Games. Alright. I've just taken a note so I don't forget for later. Pillar Swine sets explosive off, killing Claire's Kingdra and Bruno's Hitmonchan. Whoopsies! Chuck's Primeape kills Koga's Crobat while he's sleeping. I guess that's how you gotta get him. This Primeape just going up against all the type disadvantages. Haunter attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Whitney's Miltank tracks down and kills Jasmine's Magnemite. Look out. Here comes the Miltank. The Miltank is a coming. Price's Pillar Swine decides not to go to the feast. Sorry, I should read the thing first. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes trainers. Pillar Swine doesn't go. Poliwrath steals Gengar's memoirs. Rude as hell. Morty's Haunter bashes Koga's Wheezing against a head against a rock several times. Words. Chuck's Primeape stabs Whitney's Clefable in the back with a trident. Whitney's Miltank accidentally steps on a landmine. Almost got just rolling around so quickly, didn't see the landmine and exploded. Good rip to you. Gengar steals from Chuck's Poliwrath while he's looking. No, he wasn't the one that stole the memoirs, was it? Haunter scares off Pillar Swine. That's fair. Primeape is hunting down the tributes. Also makes sense. He's on a mission of rage. Poliwrath and Haunter hold hands. Aww. Primeape looks at the night sky. Pillar Swine starts a fire. Gengar sees a fire but stays hidden. I think you can take it. You can take the Pillar Swine for sure, Gengar. Primeape stalks Pillar Swine. Haunter over his Poliwrath and Gengar. Talking in the distance. But Haunter and Gengar should be in the same team, right? No cannon shots this round. Chuck's Poliwrath throws a knife at Morty's Gengar. Okay. Not sure how much that would actually do. It must have been a magic dagger or something. A dark dagger, perhaps? Yeah, that's got to be it. That makes sense. Price's pillow swine is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Morty's haunter also attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. And so is Primate. Just Gengar that went down to the Dark Dagger this round. Morty is still in with a shot though. He's got Haunter in there still. Morty stays awake all night. I mean, Morty's Haunter stays awake all night because he can, I guess. No rest for the dead. Polyrite thinks about home. Primate throws a knife into Pillow Swine's head. Rip. Rip-a-rooney. Haunter questions his sanity. Primate receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Poliwrath dies of hypothermia. Ooh. So we're left with Haunter questioning his sanity and a Primate with an explosive. I think Chuck's in with a shot here. Despite the type disadvantage. Haunter just dies of thirst. The explosive didn't even matter. That means our winner is Chuck's Primate from District 5, otherwise known as the Fighting Type Gym. The Chuck Gym. I'm just gonna make a note of that. Alright, next load code. We're going all the way through here today, hopefully. I might take a break like every couple of gens. Look at these sprites, they're getting prettier by the second. I'll just jump into mine just to get a quick little hydrate here. Maybe we'll just take a 3-minute break between each gen. Yeah. I think I can. Actually, how long have we been live? Hang on. Yeah, I'll take a 3-minute break. I won't go anywhere. Just stretch for a bit. Ooh. I said I won't go anywhere, maybe I lied. What if I just put up like a BRB screen? That's not it. Alrighty, we back. We back, gamers. Just give me a moment. I forgot to like post. I was live again after the power went out. So that was cool of me. That was clever, wasn't it? Very cool of me. It's fine. They don't need to know. Alright, basically just filming a video here. Gen 3 time. Hang on. My face looks kind of orange. I don't know if it's been like that the whole time. Oh well. Oh well. We'll live with it. Okay. Alright, gamers. Gen 3 time. One moment, I swear. Okay, Gen 3 time. Drake's Flygon rips the mace out of Phoebe's Dusclop's hands. I was worried Dusclop wasn't going to have hands in the image, but there we go. Torkoal snatches the bottle of alcohol and a rag. I don't know why. I thought they were stealing from each other. I thought they were all going to steal from each other. And I was like, why doesn't say who's stealing from? Judy runs away from the cornucopia. So does Shiftery. Oh, Burnett severely slices Wallace's melodic with a sword. God damn. Makihita runs away. Meditite retrieves a trident from the cornucopia. Drake Salamance finds a bag full of explosive. That's gonna be a hell of an airstrike. God damn, imagine a dragon just dropping explosives on you. Beep, 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 beep. Mighty Anna grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Silly, silly boy. Wolrain does the same. Glalie gets a first aid kit. I guess Watson's Magnetob? I guess Watson's Magneton can grab a sword. It can just magnetize it to itself. I guess that's fair. Lunaton grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. That one I'm not so sure about. Oh, my back, guys. Gamers. You ever just have a bad back? Only gamers understand. Norman's slacking. Phoebe's Dustglops, Tate's Soul Rock, Flannery's Torkoal raid Drake's Salaman's camp while he's hunting. Gotta team up on that dragon type trainer. That's where all the power is. You gotta team up against him. Magneton and Wolrain work together for a day. Interesting. Broly's Meditite, Norman's Vigoroth, Winona's Swallow, Sydney's Mariana, and Roxanne's Geodude hunt for the tributes. I thought it was going to be way more interesting than that. Disappointing, honestly. Clean water, fishes. Flannery's camera up injures himself. Herself. No. Imagine. Oh dear. Framango, thank you so much for the 19 viewers. Welcome in, raiders. What is this? Some sort of Framango raid? I think it might be. Hello, hello. Welcome. How was your stream? I was watching you play Tetris the other day, and I'd like I was just, my brain turned off because it could not keep up with the moves that were being made in that game. It was, it's something to behold. I imagine it was more Tetris that was being had. Welcome in, Raiders. We're doing Pokemon Hunger Games at the moment. This has been an experience. I wanted to have like some music going in the background, but I want to make this a video later. So, oh wait, no. Oh, sorry. Oh, Nightbot, you're being so mean to everyone. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Nightbot, that is so rude. That's it. I'm reprimanding Nightbot right now. We're gonna turn that off. Sorry, I've like just put Nightbot back on this channel like really recently, and he's been an issue. I'll be having words to him right now. I was wondering why you're typing no caps because I literally was not seeing the other thing. Very, very rude of Nightbot. Chat moderation. Excess caps disabled. Go. Spam your caps. Please, by all means, I'm so sorry you all got, you all got done by that. You love Tetris? I had a friend who was really into Tetris. He was into Tetris 99. And he was watching a bunch of Tetris. I need to ask him if he knows you. He knew a lot of Tetris streamers. He was really into it for a while. Tetris 99 got shut down, didn't it? Am I remembering that right? Or is it still a thing? Am I misremembering? Am I thinking something else? No? Damn it! What am I thinking of? I thought there was something Tetris related that got shut down. I need the internet. Was it just Tetris Online something that got shut down? Tetris Online. Tetris Online Incorporated. The company ceased operations in 2019? That might be it. That's a while ago now, though. Hey, God, where does the time go? Yeah, sorry, I was just misremembering. I thought, yeah, I think I played Tetris 99 once, and I was just like, these people are way out of my league. But welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate you. Hello, raiders. Yeah, I hope you like Pokemon, and I hope you like Hunger Games, because, man, we've had issues setting this stream up. But welcome in. Happy to have you all here. Ready for just what are we in now? We're in Gen 3. We had Gen 1. We had Lorelei's Lapras win and Chuck's Primate 1 Gen 2 for those keeping score. All right. Where we at? Yeah, please, by all, I said this at the start of the stream. By all means, have your little lo-fi music on your own device. Yeah, I tried to set it up so it wouldn't record lo-fi music that was being streamed, but that was a whole thing, and I just wanted to stream. Anyway, I've talked enough. But hunting camera gets injured, receives Marco Hida receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Good God, what is he gonna do with it? He has plans. Look at that face. Seeking receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Just use your horn, bro. Just like you don't need. Wallace is Melodic, the prettiest Pokemon of them all, has been taken down. Cannons out for Melodic. We're known as Altaria quietly hums. It's clean water for instance. We'll skip through the less exciting stuff. I know start a fire, sleep without warmth. I just said I'll skip through it. Climbs a tree. Flannery's Torkoal attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Drake's Salamence, killing them both. He's a dense guy, Torkoal. He's a dense little beast. Can I help enjoy the rest of Pokemon Hunger Games? Are you going to the cosplay night tomorrow? There's a cosplay night? This is the first I'm hearing of it. And probably I am going to be out and about tomorrow. I'm seeing a show. One of my Twitch friends is doing a show. I'm going to that. This is the first I'm hearing cosplay night. I will look into it, but enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks again for the raid. I'm literally gonna type in a different tab. Cosplay night, Melbourne. So I don't forget. Oh yes, thank you again for the raid. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a nice sweep, and enjoy the cosplay night tomorrow. I would definitely look into it, see if it's something. Otherwise, don't know if the friend I'm going out with will be too into it, but we'll see how it pans out. Yeah, Torkoal killed Salamence. Drake's Flygon severely injures Broly's Makuhita and leaves him to die. So rude. At least let him use his explosives. The explosives should go off. Take them both out. Watson's Magneton and Norman's Vigoroth talk about the tribute still alive. Talking about winning. Infection. Okay. Seeking fends off Shiftry, Solrock, and Swallow away from the fire. Okay, that's not... Give us the juicy stuff. Don't give us this filler stuff. We don't need it. Seeking diverts Altari's attention, runs away. No. Vigoroth makes a slingshot. Okay, that could come in handy. He's not much for a ranged attacker. Mariana receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Lunatone kills Flygon with a hatchet. Just psychically, like, throwing a hatchet at Flygon. I imagine. Winona Swallow sets off an explosive. Uh-oh. Killing Walrein, Magneton, and Shiftry. Slacking chases Glalie. Good luck, Slacking. You're gonna give up in like a couple, like a couple steps. Like, no, I'm out. Honks you, honks you, honks you. Camerup attacks Watson's Manectric, but manages to escape. Hunting, medical supplies. Solrock scares Nosepass off. Alright. Now we get 7 cannon shots this round. Good lord. Proceed. Night 2. Tyre looks at the night sky. Winona Swallow. Is it Fio? Is it? How do you pronounce Fo? Why can't I say this name?
Phoebe.
It is just Phoebe. I thought.
Phoebe.
I was second guessing
Phoebe.
myself. I'm sorry. I'm very dyslexic. I apologize, chat. My cat is screaming at the door. I'll have to let her in. My apologies. Kitty had to come in. She insisted on going out before, despite my protest. And she just decided she wants to come back in. She'll do that. It's like the least convenient timing. We might get a cat cameo later. Who knows? Where were we? Swallow, Dusclops, Vigoroth, Glalie all fight. Swallow and Dusclops survive the fight. Righto. Coops. Camerup, Solrock, and Slacking discuss the game. Okay, I thought there was going to be something juicy there. Broly's Meditite begs for Lisa's Lunatone to kill him. She refuses, keeping Meditite alive. Oh my god, Meditite. That's dark, dude. That's really, really dark. Brighten the fuck up. You gotta be around Solrock so you can brighten the fuck up. Wallace is seeking, and Phoebe's Bennett huddle for warmth. Judy receives a hatchet from the sponsor. Alright. The other two are setting up camp. Lunatone attacks Mighty Anna, but manages to escape. Yeah, it's not going to be too effective there, friendo. What do we think, chat? Who do we think is gonna survive to the end of this one? Place your bets. I should really have like a betting thing going on the Twitch, because I can do that, right? It's a thing. I think even YouTube does that, actually. They're hunting, exploring the area, unknown sponsor. We can skip through this. Judith sprains her ankle. Ankle? Where is this fabled ankle you speak of? I see no ankles here. Roxanne's nose pass questions her sanity. Yeah, well, when you've got Geodude spraining phantom ankles, I would also be questioning sanity. Vigoroth and Glalie. Cannons out. Boys, wait, hang on, I it's not what I meant. Solrock quietly hums. Altaria, Meditite. Whoa, hang on. When Altaria overpowers Broly's Meditite, killing him, Norman Slacking forces Sydney's Mighty Anna to kill Phoebe's Bennett or Lisa's Lunatone. He refuses to, so Norman Slacking kills him instead. A very noble Mighty Anna. And what the hell is going on with Slacking? Slacking's just got his own little empire going on. That's insane. That is an insane thing to read. Slacking's forcing just people to kill one or the other. God damn. Manetric begs Rizona's nose pass. Rizona no nose pass. Manetric begs nose pass to kill him. She refuses, keeping Watson's Manetric alive. Oh my god. Phoebe's Dusclops and Flannery's Camerupt huddle for warmth. I mean, that makes sense for the Dusclops, I guess. Swallow is unable to sleep without warmth. You gotta go find these two, boyo. Picking flowers, clean water from a sponsor. Seeking injures himself. Roxanne's Geodude kills Phoebe's Banette while she's resting. Just a rock to the head. As many times as he needs to kill that little ghosty. Dusclops throws a knife at Liz's Lunatone's head. I mean, I feel like just punching it would have been more effective, but sure. Manetric kills Altaria while she's resting. Okay, alright. No specific flowers. Solrock runs away from slacking. That's very fair. Boom, boom, boom. Cannons in the distance. No one's slacking. Sings himself to sleep. He's just having a great time. He's got his own empire going on. Going to sleep. Camerupt dies of hypothermia. He cannot handle the cold. Solrock receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Dusclops, Nosepass, Manetric, Seeking, and Swallow track down and kill Geodude. All of them? All of those guys teamed up to kill a Geodude. That is madness. What did this Geodude do to deserve such a thing? What war crimes did he commit? Roxanne's Nosepass overpowers Phoebe's Dusclops, killing her. Manetric strangles Norman slacking after engaging in a fist fight? Literally how? I'd pay to see that, honestly. Swallow kills Solrock with his own weapon. Just talons, I imagine? Seeking steps on a landmine? A landmine, though, implies the land. Someone threw a landmine into the sea and Seeking swam into it. Sure. Whatever. We go with it. Swallow dies for thirst. Nosepass stabs Manetric while his back is turned. Good lord. 8 cannon shots this round. Proceed. The winner is Nosepass from District 1. Whew, alright. Gotta make... Nosepass from the first gym is a crazy thing to win, by the way. Alright. Nosepass is the winner for this round. Are we ready for Gen 4? Gen 4 time. Sorry about like the awkward pauses in between y'all. Like I'm trying my best to get a run. Hopefully the video turns out okay, but I get if it's not like the funnest thing to watch live. I apologize. Running away for the cornucopia. Turtwig breaks the Bomberstone's nose for a basket of bread. Amazing. Crasher wakes Floatzel and Flint Inferno fight for a bag. Flint Inferno gives up and retreats. That is also not a Floatzel. What is no, that's the Floatzel. My bad. I was looking at the wrong one. Aaron's Drapion kills Lucian's Alakazam as he tries to run. An Alakazam being taken out so quickly is a little insane. Gardenia's Roserade scares Maylene's Metatide away from the cornucopia. Byron's Steelix and Volkner's Luxray fight for a bag. Volkner's Luxray strangles Byron's Steelix with the straps and runs. Strangles a Steelix is interesting. I'm like, how does a Luxray beat a Steelix? And it's like, apparently it strangles it with the bag, and I'm still not getting it. I'm still not seeing how that works. Makes more sense than turning on the sprinklers and using an electric attack, I guess, though. Throwing shade at Ash. Crash makes Gyarados, runs away from the cornucopia. Bastiodon, Hippo Down, and Cranidos work together, getting as many supplies as possible. Teamwork makes the dream work, you rock types. Well, rock and ground types. Yeah, close enough. 2 Fossil Boys working together too. Let's go. Mainline Lucario grabs a sword. That's epic as hell. In fact, I think I had a fusion like that in Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Lucario and Honedge. Or Aegislash, rather. The rest are hiding. Unknown sponsor. Magmortar stalks Meditite. Just this big fiery guy. Stalking through, trying to get this Meditite. Wishcast goes hunting. Hippodon searches for a water source. Electrify attends to Candice. Oh god. Candice. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Electrify attends to Candice's Abomasnow's wounds. Wholesome. Teamwork. Lucario stealing from Luxray. Aaron's Drapion stabs Fantina's Miss Magius in the back with a trident. Turtwig chases Byron's Bastiodon. This Turtwig is a menace, man. Onyx and Frostlass both receive explosive from unknown sponsors. I feel like they never have a payoff getting these items. Am I wrong? Survives. A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. What's a tracker jacker? Genetically modified wasps. Sorry, I'm a fake Hunger Games fan. I've seen all the movies, but clearly fake fan. Don't remember the details. Carnivore survives. Witchcast survives. Candace's bomber, so Noctcrasher wakes his flute till unconscious and leaves him there as bait. Millions of Lucario and Flint and Magmortar run out of places to hide and are stung to death. Gardenia's Roserade is stung to death. Turtwig survives. A menace. This Turtwig, I'm telling you, he's a contender. Rock's Onyx survives. Glade survives. Candace's Frostlass and Fantina's Drifloon run out of place to hide and stung to death. Drapion is stung to death. Meditite survives. Luxray knocks Electivire unconscious and leaves them there as bait. The betrayal! They're both from Volkner's team! Absolute betrayal. Aaron's Heracross survives. Flint and Fernape... Oh, sorry. While running away from the tracker jackers, Flint and Fernape grabs Byron's Bastiodon's... just grabs him while running away. Infernape grabs Bastiodon and throws him to the ground. I mean, I don't doubt that Infernape's a strong boy, but goddamn, the Bastiodon would have been heavy. He's lifting. Hippodown and Gyarados also survive. Bum 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 bum. Boop, 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 boop. Crash wakes Gyarados, tends to his wounds. Gallade defeats Cranidos in a fight, but spares his life. Luxray receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. What is he going to do with that? What's he gonna do with that? Meditite cries herself to sleep. Oh no, that makes me sad. I don't like that. Onyx pushes a bomber snow off a cliff during a knife fight. What is... How? I imagine the Onyx just holding a knife like in its mouth and just keeps extending. Witchcash and Fernape Turtwig start fighting, but Flint and Fernape runs away as Witchcash kills Turtwig. I really thought the Turtwig was gonna be the one. Heracross sees an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Witchcash camouflages herself in the bushes. Okay. Crenidos, Hippowdon, Luxray, Meditite, Raid Crash awakes Gyarados' camp while he's hunting. They know the power of a Gyarados, and they're afraid. Gallade picks flowers. Sure. Heracross overhears Onyx and Infernape talking in the distance. That's probably not going to have a payoff. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Oh my god, this round is crazy. What's going on in Sinnoh? They have all of these genetically enhanced creatures. I guess that is just Pokemon, huh? At least the man-made ones. Well, maybe even the natural ones. They've been genetically enhanced naturally. Onyx survives, Wishcash survives, Heracross survives, Hippowdon survives. The squirrels separate and kill the Gallade and Luxray. Unlucky. Infinite survives, Meditite survives. Gyarados is brutally attacked by a scurry of squirrels. Crenidos survives, but did Gyarados die there? Did. Gosh darn. Witchcast cries herself to sleep. Onyx quietly hums. Meditite attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Hippowdon goes to sleep. Infernape is on to start a fire. Infernape is on to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. I think he might have plenty of warmth to deal with, honestly. Next round, let's go. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh, that was scary. Not midway through. The Cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs. The feast happens, basically. Meditite doesn't go to the feast. Neither does you. Crenidos repeatedly stabs Flint and Fernape to death with sighs. I love that we're weaponizing Pokemon. Like, we're giving them weapons. It's not good. Yeah. Witchcash falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Good God. Pricked by thorns. Meditite, Heracross, Onyx all track down and kill Crenidos. Here we go. We're getting to it. Meditite questions her sanity. Heracross looks at the night sky. Hippowdon and Onyx run into each other and decide a truce for the night. All right. The ground types deciding, hey, we're cool. We're both ground. They're hunting for tributes. Hippowdon sprains her ankle while running away from Aaron's Heracross. No cannon shots today. Night 4. Onyx sets off an explosive, killing Hippowdon, Heracross, and Maylene's Meditite. Is that it? Is that everyone? Did Onyx just win with an explosive? Onyx wins with an explosion. Goodness, is Rock the first gym leader? Is this the second time the first gym leader is winning? He is the first gym leader. There's a conspiracy happening here. First gym leaders are, they've got something going on. They've got a deal. Rock's Onyx is the winner of the Gen 4 Sinnoh Hunger Games. Moving on. Moving right along. No time to spare here. We're moving in Actually, I should just go load. Actually, I want to see. Yeah, 5 kills. Most of them are with that explosion right at the end. I imagine he just self-destructed. He just used self-destruct. And that still counts as a win for Onyx. Let's load a season here. Right, I had to be a bit weird with the first gen here, because the first gym, you know, it's like the trio. I had to just exclude one of them. So I decided to ignore Silent because he gets enough attention in the anime. So it's just Chili and Cress that get acknowledgement here. I need to stretch a bit. And I'm going to take some of my caffeinated beverage. Come on, get that lid on. Get that lid on, boy. Okay. Round 5, gamers. Unova time. The bloodbath begins. Dwebble takes a handful of throwing knives. Amazing. An amazing image. Carrot Costa finds a bag full of explosives. Cryonical spears these names. Reunculus in the abdomen. That Pokemon. That one. Stabs him in the abdomen. Jellicent grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Karokorok and Emolga fight for the bag. Karokorok gives up and retreats. Interesting. Interesting. Definitely had the type advantage there. Snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Zebstrika does. Runs away. Oh, Mashona immediately steps on a landmine. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Swanna grabs a jar of fishing bait while Pansia gets fishing gear. Maybe a false team up there at some point? Come on, you guys gotta work together. We gotta see the team up. Yeah, they're grabbing. Scrafty rips a mace out of Excadrill's hands. Hands? Sure. Panpour accidentally steps on a landmine. Yikes. Not looking good for the monkey team up back there. Haxorus, Scrafty, Crofagrigus, hunt for other... Oh no, that's just a hunt for other tributes on. We don't need to read them. I see multiple ones and I'm like, oh, it's gotta be something good going there, but no. Watchdog camouflages herself in the bushes. Fracture diverts Bishop's attention and runs away. He's like, look, a Ponyard, and then runs. Jellicent begs for Colonel to kill him. Oh no. No. Zebstrika and Kara Cross don't work together for the day. Chandelure receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Swanna and Herdia fall. Oh, wait, sorry. Swanna pushes Herdia off a cliff during a knife fight. Swanna with knives is. I don't want to think about it too much. It is a scary thought, I think. Alright. Next up. Dwebble starts a fire. Crawford Grigus starts thinks about home. Fracture goes to sleep. Swanna, Zebstrika, Jellicent, and Korok tell each other ghost stories. Ugh. Again, I thought there was something juicy happening, but no. Watchdog falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Unpheasant, Beartick, and Haxorus track down Grimsley Scrafty. That is fair. You gotta watch out for that one. A crafty, underhanded boy. Pansia cooks his food before putting his fire out. No, I don't like the putting the fire out. He just cooks it with his abilities, I think. Just a little flamethrower. Easy done. Caracosta, Beartick, Livani, Fracture, and Pheasant. Okay, no, they're just hunting for tributes. They're talking the distance. Not a lot happening. Jellicent makes a slingshot. Alright. Yeah, not a lot happening. Not a lot. Swanna lets Haxorus into a shelter. Caracosta convinces Pansy to snuggle with him. It's always there's a type disadvantage with the snuggle, I'm noticing, which is, you know, obviously not really a thing that's planned, but wow, it's coincidental. And Pheasant, Livani, Excadrill, and brother just on Ghost Stories again. Jellicent receives an explosive from an sponsor. That could be interesting. They're hunting. They're getting stuff from sponsors. Zebstrika discovers a cave. What's going on there? Croc falls in a frozen lake and drowns. Unfortunate. Beartick repeatedly stabs a Morgan to death with scythes. Oh my god, that poor little boy. That poor little guy. Oh, that upsets me. Oh, that's a thought I don't want the image in my head. Chandelure defeats Dwebble in a fight, but spares his life. Beartick quietly hums. I like one of the ghost is one of the one telling ghost stories. It's like, yeah, so yesterday I went to the store and I brought a Pokeball and a potion. And I thought, while I'm at it, better get my master something nice. Ooh, master? Didn't like that. Trainer. Bishop severely injures Swanna, but puts her out of her misery. Damn. Ooh. What else is going on here? Yeah, they're hunting. Bishop chases Haxorus. I don't think it's going to end well for you, Bishop, personally. Dwebble fishes? This is all going on, and Dwebble's just like, I fish. I'm fishing. Only one down. This one's going on for a bit, huh? Drayden's Haxorus defeats Skylar's on Pheasant in a fight, but spares her life. Zebstrika and Caracosta are snuggling. There's a team up with Bishop, Jellicent, and Pansia sleeping in shifts. Fracture and Beartick hold hands. Something's going down here, chat. Something's going down. Dwebble practices his archery. I like that Dwebble's just hanging out while this all happens. It's very sweet. Excadrill begs for Chronicle to kill him. He refuses, keeping Excadrill alive. Caracosta stabs Chandelure in the back with a trident. Jellicent, Bishop, Zebstrika, and Haxorus raid Skylar's unpheasant camp while she's out hunting. Petty questions his sanity. Fracture severely injures Pansia, leaving him to die. Covergreed thinks about home in the Pokeball. Haxorus, Fracture, Bishop, and Zebstrika track down and kill Excadrill. Alright. I see why the Steel and Electric type needed to go for help for someone. It's like, please, kill that ground type. We can't deal with it. Justin throws a knife into Skylar's on Pheasant's head. Chronicle destroys Beartick's supplies while he's asleep. Cophagregius cooks her food before putting it out. Caracosta goes to sleep. Bishop sprains his ankle while running away from Dwebble. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Kyranigal runs away from Fracture. Picks flowers, pressing archery, insanity. Drayden's Hacker defeats Elise's Zeb Strike in a fight, but spares her life. Oof. Oh no, Dwebble in agony kills Beartick so he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. Oh, my bad, I didn't read start. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Dwebble in agony kills Beartick so he does not have to be killed by the squirrels, or attacked by the squirrels rather. Jellicent survives. Cofagrigus tries to kill as many squirrels as she can, but there are too many. Does that mean he's out? She's out, rather. Bishop survives. Zebstrika uses squirrels to her advantage, shoving Bryson's Kyranigal into them. Caracrossa survives. Fracture survives. Haxorus survives. These dragon-type trainers, man. These dragon types are getting through. Caracrossa starts a fire. Starts a wake all night. Zebstrika fends Haxorus, Jellicent, and Dwebble away from the fire, from her fire. Bishop sees the fire and stays hidden. Haxorus and Zebstrika decide to work together to get more supplies. Fracture severely slices Caracrossa with a sword. God damn. He'll be eating good tonight, at least. Dwebble snaps Grimsley's Bishop's neck. Ugh. Jellicent sobs while gripping on a photo of her friends and family. That's horrible. Why would you put that image in my head? Bad game. Jellicent forces Dwebble to kill Zebstrika or Haxorus. He refuses to kill. Who kills Marlin's Jellicent instead? Oh no, Dwebble! Dwebble says nah and kills Jellicent instead. Beast of a move, this Dwebble, man. This Dwebble might do it. 3 cannon shots. Fracture attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. That's what gets Fracture. That's what gets Fracture. A tree falling to his death. Drayden's Haxorus cries himself to sleep. Sees clean water from an unknown sponsor. Zebstrika attempts to climb a tree but falls on Drayden's Haxorus, killing them both. Did the Dwebble just win? Did Dwebble just win? Oh, no. No. Oh, what happened to Dwebble? What happened to Dwebble? When did Dwebble die? The winner is Marlin's Jellicent. Alright, I'm just going to copy-paste the winner into my notes. I might take a break after this one. Gamers. So now, I mean. We got Kalos, Alola, Galar, and Paldea next. I'm not counting Hisui. There we go. What happened to Dwebble, though? I remember he said no and killed No, wait. It said... It said that Dwebble killed Jellicent, did it not? Yeah, something went up here, because it literally says Marlin's Jellicent forces Berg's Dwebble to kill Lisa's Zebstrika or Drayden's Haxorus. He refuses to do so, so Marlin's Jellicent kills himself instead. Which isn't even how I remember it, but it says that. And I'm like... Then how did you win? If he killed himself, how did he win? Hey, he's the ghost type. I guess he just came back. And was like, yeah, I win. Sure. Alright. Feels like some bullshit, but hey, ghost type's gonna ghost type, you know? Alright. Gamers. We're gonna load up the next session. I'm just gonna take another quick break. Where am I? We're getting into Carlos. Look at them 3D sprites. Here we are. Alright, one moment, gamers. Just gonna walk. Oops, that's not the right text. Just one. Oops. Wait, what? Why is there no text? Oh, because I didn't. Okay. Alright, gamers. We're gonna run some ads. Be back in 3 minutes or so. Alrighty, gamers. Let me just get a glug of my drink here, my caffeinated beverage. Okay. All right. No more text on the screen. Yes to the webcam. Hello, hello. What we're gonna do is come for you. I heard what I said. Not gonna do that. No, actually. Not. Bum. Alrighty. The bloodbath begins. Tribute stand on the podiums, the horn sounds. Runs away with a lighter and some rope. What are we seeing? Let's see. Clements Magneton grabbed a shovel. I love it when the magnet Pokemon gets items that are metal and just boom, until I imagine it. They just stick to the magnet boy. They're all just taking stuff and running away. Karina's Machoke has as much food as she can. She'll need it. She's getting those gains. Weeping Bell rips a mace out of Obama Snow's hands. Just sucks it like Kirby, I imagine. Never say sucks it like Kirby again, Dazmo. Tyrant convinces Babacanal to not kill him. Only to kill him instead. Tyrant, what the hell? You cute little thing. Scizor strangles Heliolisk after engaging in a fist fight. I mean, you say strangle, it's really just snip. On the rest, run. Hunting, picking berries, thinking about home. Vivillon stalks Talonflame. Surskit attempts to climb a tree, but Surskit attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Olympia's Meowstic, killing them both. Man, if a Surskit fell on me, even, I'd just be like, huh. But okay, sure, kills them both. Lucario attacks Sigilif but manages to escape. Tyrant catches Chandelure off guard and kills her. Mawile unable to convince Scizor not to kill her. Mawile is unable to convince Scizor not to kill her. Pricked by thorns, constructs a shack, getting through it. Abomasnow sprains his ankle while running away from Machoke. I guess you have ankles. You're a big boy. You're gonna sprain that ankle pretty easily, I imagine. Bum, 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 bum. Looking at the night sky. Weeping Bell, Sylveon, and Abomasnow are sleeping in shifts. Oh no. Clement's Magneton forces... Who? Ramosis? Magneton forces Go-Goat to kill Dragale or Talonflame. He decides to kill Talonflame. That's fair that Go-Goat would choose that. Like, yeah, fighting type? I'm not dealing with that. Fighting? Fire. Pardon me. But also, I guess, doesn't really vibe with poison either, now that I'm thinking about it. It's honestly a win-win-win for Go-Goat there. Amora dies from hunger. Oh no. The poor baby. Klolitza stalks Go-Goat. Altaria begs Magneton to kill her. He refuses, keeping Altaria alive. Why not just kill him, man? I don't know if you're gonna... I mean... Altaria is a good team up, I guess. Good ally to have. Lucario stalking Tyrant. Matrick being pricked by thorns is a little funny. Ow! Lucario, Avalugg, and Weeping Bell discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Okay, again, I thought there was something juicy happening there. Mature Sigilif and Tyrant are sleeping in shifts. Magneton convinces Vivillon to snuggle with him. I don't know if I like that. When you say convinces, was he just... Did he just put metal in the Vivillon's wings and then... Sylveon, Scizor, Altaria discuss... Yeah, okay. They're just discussing the games. Tyrant tries to fish with a trident. Sorry, tries to spearfish with a trident. Same deal. Valerie Sylveon camouflages herself in the bushes. Again, not sure how well that's going to work. You kind of stand out, Sylveon. Villon tends to Scissor's wounds. Look at those guys. Teaming up. Weeping Bell kills Avalugg with a hatchet. Some of these pairings, some of these matchups are wild. Mature Go-Goat and Abomasnow hunt for the tributes. Yeah, okay, they're talking distance. You search for a water source. Lucario defeats Sylveon in a fight, but spares her life. I don't know, man. You might regret that. You have the advantage with the steel typing, but if she gets to your fighting typing, she's pretty much neutral on you, you know? Go-Goat and Altaria work together to take down Scizor. Okay, alright. Aegislash lets Dragagi into his shelter. Tyrant begs for Klolitza to kill him. He refuses, keeping Tyrant alive. Mature questions her sanity. Weeping Bell quietly hums. Sigilif loses sight of where she is. Magneton is awoken by nightmares. That's just a crazy thing to read on its own, honestly. And Vivillon does the same. Magneton and Sigilif work together for the day. Lucario gets higher ground, ready to fire off some aura spheres. Sorry. Dragagi practices archery is a little funny. I imagine it's just like little little water arrows. Altaria receives an explosion. An explosive. I need to get this right. Altaria receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Weeping Bell and Aegislash hunt. Yeah, okay. Talking the distance. Sylveon defeats Vivillon in a fight but spares her life. And Machoke continues to get pricked by thorns. Just keeps picking berries day in, day out. Machoke is going to have a farm of fairies. Fairies? Not fairies. Berries. Machoke's going to have a farm of berries when this is all over. A farm of fairies is pretty funny, though. Go-Go loses sight of where he is. Sylveon is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Magneton cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Yikes. Oh my god. Just commits self-destruct. Altaria, Weepinbell, Machoke, Lucario, and Aegislash tracked down and killed Dragaki. Yeah, they've had enough of that dragon. Tyrant receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Pavilion questions her sanity. Sigil tries to... I thought it said eat her infection. Sigil tries to eat... Fuck! Sigil tries to treat her infection. They're setting up camp, seeing them tough to sleep. Go-Go chases Civilian. Yeah, Civilian? Sylveon. I was trying to combine Valerie and Sylveon. Aegislash is pricked by thorn while picking berries. Sure. Weepinbell sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Altaria, Tyrant, Abomasnow, and Machoke hunt for others. Damn it. I fell for the hunt for others again, where it basically says nothing. Lucario chases Pavilion, and Sigilif makes a slingshot, while Klotza constructs a shack. Proceed. Sigilif severely injures Go-Go and leaves him to die. Damn. Just does like a hurricane attack. Is that a move? Is hurricane a move? It is, right? Lucario's treating her infection. Pavilion strangles Abomasnow with a rope. Jeez. Klutza and Tyrant run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Weepinbell and Machoke sleep in shifts. Sylveon thinks about home. Altaria also thinks about home. Klutza tries to spearfish with a trident. I mean, sure. Altaria makes a wooden spear. Tyrant stalks Sigilif. Sylveon's just picking flowers. Beautiful. Machoke poisons Aegislash's drink but mistakes it for his own and dies. I guess he also forgot that Aegislash doesn't drink. Villain searches for a water source. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Sylveon survives. Weepinbell is brutally attacked by scurry squirrels. Villain survives. Tyrant survives. Lucario uses the squirrels to her advantage, shoving Altaria into them. Aegislash survives. Klutza is brutally attacked by scurry squirrels. Sigilif is also brutally attacked by scurry squirrels. Proceed. 7 cannon shots in the distance. My goodness. Who's left here? Lucario quietly hums. Sylveon tries to treat her infection. Tyrant ambushes Pavilion and kills her. Aegislash dies from an infection. Ooh, this infection going around is pretty nasty. I hope Sylveon doesn't die from it as well. The cornucopia is furnished with food. So the feast happens, is what I should say there. Lucario decapitates Sylveon with a sword. Uh-oh. Tyrant decides not to go to the feast. Tyrant and Lucario are left. Tyrant throws a knife into Lucario's head. Tyrant wins the fight. The rock-type gym leader again, taking it away. My goodness. My goodness, gamers. The Gen 6 winner is Grant's Tyrants. We going to Alola, boys. I need to get, I forget to get the load code. Like, it's right here where I'm making my notes. But I forget to do it. Dun, 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 dun. Right, Alola, I had to do things a bit differently because of the lack of gym leaders. So I went across Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I got Totem Pokemon. And there's just Elite Four. Yeah, I got Totem Pokemon, and then the Elite Four's Pokemon, and I just threw Kukui in there because I needed another one. Kukui's kinda not really the champion, but whatever. I'm not doing champion theory though, I just realized. Okay. Let's do a little break. I cannot do a little break. I have to wait like 40 seconds. Let's wait 40 seconds. Take a little break. We'll get to Alola, I guess. Sorry, I need to get up and stretch around again because I'm old. Oh, did the ad break just happen? Were we in an ad break just then? Whoopsies, I didn't realize. Did it not tell me I was in an ad break? That's annoying. Very sorry if you were stuck in an ad. I didn't realize it was coming up. Usually I'd pause for that kind of thing. Our winner was granted Tyrant last round. I guess we'll keep on keeping on then if we aren't able to take a little break. My boss, the ads, have just said we cannot do a break. Oh, you saw that? Wait a minute. I guess you would see that. Whoopsies, let's not do that again. Don't even know why I had Facebook open, to be honest. Does that mean you saw the... What else did you see? It's just this one, right? Yeah, because yeah, right. My bad. I was just wondering why that was open, I swear. Okay. So, we are gonna go into Alola. As Super Saiyan on the podium's the horn sounds. You're running away. Vikavolt stabs Hariyama in the back while his back is turned. I added in the back, but it's implied, I think. Olivia's Lycanroc kills Totem Wishy-Washy with his own weapon. Being other fish. Just slaps him with the fish. Lawrence getting much food, that makes sense. Totem Marowak and Moline's Metagross fight for a bag. Totem Marowak gives up and retreats, fending off the Totem Pokemon there. Araquanid strangles Kukui's Incineroar with a rope. Togedemaru clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Toucannon finds a canteen full of water. We don't need that. Totem Mimikyu catches Hull's Crabominal off guard and kills him. So far, there's been no Elite Four and Totem. Like there's been no Elite Four on Elite Four violence and no Totem on Totem violence, which is interesting. But Totem Mimikyu injures herself. Totem Togedemaru searches for a water source. Yeah, we can skip through the filler ones. Marowak falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Salazzle sprains her ankle while running away from Totem Araquanid. That's fair. That's a scary, scary beast to run into if you're a fire type. Totem Raticate tries to spearfish with a trident. Let's go Totem Raticate. Kahili's Toucannon chases to Kahili's Mandibuzz. Her Pokemon are just not getting along. Pelosan tends to Togedemaru's wounds. Gumshoe injures himself, hurts himself in confusion. Totem Lorantis and Mullins Medica are split up to search resources. What is the team up here? What is the play? Acer rolls Mimikyu, unknowingly eats toxic berries. I think Mimikyu died. That sucks. I really like Mimikyu. Yeah, Mimikyu's dead. Ugh. Totem, Vikavolt, Gumshoes, and Togedemaru discuss the games while they're happening. I fell for it again. I fell for the discussing and the hunting. Totem Lorantis really injures Totem Kamor and leaves him to die. Get him! He's overrated. Maline's Magnezone defeats Olivia's Lycanroc in a fight, but spares her life. It was too easy. Magnezone was like, that was too easy. My steel typing against a rock typing, you had no hope. Totem Araquanid ambushes Totem Raticate and kills him. Damn. Wait, Mimikyu's still here? I'm seeing some inconsistencies. But again, it's a ghost type, so I guess Mimikyu's just back, screaming for help from the afterlife. Totem Togedemaru starts a fire, sets up camp. You are the camp, Pelosan, goddamn. Ribombi and Probopass receive explosive from an unknown sponsor. I don't know if that ever has a payoff, but we'll find out. Salazzle tries to spearfish with a trident. Probopass attacks Lycanroc, but she manages to escape. Crushing a strike. Togedemaru chases Mandibuzz, that's fair. Does not have a favorable type matchup there. Vikavolt sprains his ankle while running away from Gumshoes. Again, I just don't know if these Pokemon have ankles. Running away from Totem Gumshoes, though. Maline's Metagross collects fruit from a tree. Totem Lorantis, Togedemaru, and Ribombi, and Mimikyu, who's alive, I guess. And Acer rolls Pelosan to hunt for the tributes. Oh my god, I fell for it again. Toucanon and Magnezone split up to search for resources. Boom, boom. 2 cannons. Not Toucanon, but... Was Toucanon actually there too? Hang on. Was Toucanon actually there? That's going to make me scream if Toucanon was... No, Toucanon's here. Okay. Oof. Okay. Telling stories, going to sleep, questing sanity, humming. Totem Lorantis losing sight of where she is. Ooh. Totem Salazzle tries to sing herself to sleep. Olivia's Probopass, Totem Ribombi, and Acerola's Pelosan, and Totem Vikavolt sleep in shifts. Maline's Magnezone receives a hatchet from a sponsor. Yeah, just magnetizing it. Medical supplies, look at the night sky. Mandibuzz cries herself to sleep. That's sad. It's because her ally betrayed her before. That's why she's crying. Hunting, receives fresh fruit from a sponsor. Fruit from a tree, picks flowers, cannot handle the Totem Vikavolt cannot handle the circumstances and commits die. Toucanon steals from Totem Ribombi while she isn't looking. Acerola's Pelosan attacks Totem Togedemaru, but he manages to escape. Totem Mimikyu collects fruit from a tree. Totem Lorantis searches for firewood. Picking berries. Maline's Magnezone sprains his ankle while running away from Totem Araquanid. Sure. Whatever passes for an ankle on a Magnezone has been sprained. Just one of the magnets, I guess. Salazzle's getting higher ground, and we proceed. Totem Togedemaru fenced... Wait. There's not actually 2 Totem Togedemaru here, is there? We'll just gloss over that. Maybe that was a setup error on my behalf. Totem Racket and Totem Salazzle hold hands. That is a gross pairing. Oh god, Salazzle's gonna start a harem with Araquanid. Achilles Buchanan, Malene's Metagross, and Olivia's Lycanroc cheerfully sing together. Oh, they're telling ghost stories. Totem Rabombi tries to treat her infection. Buchanan defeats Totem Salazzle in a fight but spares her life. Metagross camouflages herself in the bushes? Okay, good luck. Literally steal. Olivia's Lycanroc injures herself. Arachnid prides its archery. Okay. Totem Mimikyu goes hunting. Achilles Mandibuzz freezing explosives from an unknown sponsor. Hunting for the tributes, practices archery. Gumshoe's practicing archery. I mean, that's just a gun, right? Just went to a firing range. All right. Keep on keeping on. Olivia's Probopass, Totem Salazzle, Malene's Magnezone, Olivia's Lycanroc, and Totem Gumshoes sleep in shifts. Looking out for each other. Buchanan receives an explosive from an sponsor. It's always fun to imagine like the aerial bombing. Totem Mimikyu defeats Aceral's Palossand in a fight but spares her life. Ghost buddies sparing each other. Metagross convinces Mandibuzz to snuggle with him. Don't like that. Rabombi destroys Togedemaru's supplies while he's asleep. Very rude. Oh, Mandibuzz season is supposed to run out sponsor. Another aerial bombing, I expect. Kahili's going to have quite the aerial bombing pretty soon. Metagross and Lycanroc. Sorry. Metagross defeats Lycanroc in a fight but spares her life. Magnezone steals from Olivia's Probopass while she just... Magnezone could steal the Probopass if you wanted to. No cannons. Night 5, we've gotten pretty far in this one. Waiting for a big explosive to thin out these numbers. Totem Salazzle, Malene's Metagross, Totem Togedemaru, Totem Lurantis, and Olivia's Probopass track down and kill Kahili's Mandibuzz. Achilles Buchanan looks at the sky. Totem Arachnid spears... Oh, Totem Arachnid spears Malene's Magnezone in the abdomen. Just with its big legs. Straight through the machine. Dead. Palossand, Lycanroc, Totem Rabombi, Totem Gumshoes, and Totem Mimikyu sleep in shifts. There's too much teamwork happening here. No one's dying. You guys have got to go against each other at some point. Only one can win. There can only be one. Aceral's Palossand defeats Totem Togedemaru in a fight but spares his life. Kahili's Buchanan camouflages himself in the bushes. You have... maybe I can see it. Olivia's Probopass, Totem Mimikyu, and Totem Lurantis get into a fight. Olivia's Probopass triumphantly kills them both. Ooh. The human-trained Pokemon comes out on top of the two Totem Pokemon. Olivia's Lycanroc receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Totem Slayer passes archery. I don't want to know what you're flinging around. Lightening the mood. Loses sight of where they are. Hatchets. Totem Arachnid defeats Achilles Buchanan in a fight but spares life. This group is too kind. They're too chill in Alola. They're just not killing each other. The feast, this should do it. See who remains friends after the feast. Totem Gumshoe stabs Olivia's Probopass with a tree branch. Malene's Metagross steals Olivia's Lycanroc's memoirs. Oof. God. Why? Doesn't go. Achilles Buchanan dies from an infection. Totem Arachnid catches Totem Salazzle off guard and kills her. Aceral's Palossand decides not to go to the feast. Boom, boom. Palisade runs away from Aquanid. Totem or Aquanid, sorry. Gotta give him the full title. And not a lot happening here. Lycanroc scares off Totem Togedemaru. That's fair. Lycanroc kind of scary sometimes. We're up to Night 7, everyone. This one's gone on for a bit. It is Gen 7. Maybe this will be brilliant. Lycanroc sets up camp for the night. Metagross repeatedly stabs Totem Togedemaru to death with size. Oof. Totem Arachnid throws a knife at Alistair Ace's Palossand's chest. Chest? I mean, the Sandcastle's chest is kind of just a hole. Totem Gumshoe dies from an infection. Maline's Metagross tracks down and kills Totem Arachnid. And Lycanroc dies of hypothermia. Does that mean Metagross is the winner? No, we still got... No, yeah, it does. Moline's Metagross is the winner of a Alola. I did not see that one coming. Alright. How about that, gamers? We're up to Gala, everybody. Gala region. Where do I go? Here. Boop, boop. All right, my gamer pals. I'm gonna take a quick break. Take that 3-minute ad break. I'll be back in a moment. I am using different. I don't know why these are the sprites I found when I was looking for Gen 8 sprites, but I'm not complaining about it. All right, gamers. See you in a bit. Hello, gamers. Sorry for the extra long delay there. My cat was beefing with another neighborhood cat. Don't know who started it. They both say it was the other one. I just kind of had to deal with that, and yeah, reassure, reassure and comfort my cat. All right. We back. Hello, gamers. Alrighty. Sword and Shield time. Gen 8, everybody. Proceed. Let me go one more gen. We'll probably call it a stream. The Bloodbath. Piers Obstagoon and Biddy's Marwile fight for a bag. I've never actually known how to pronounce that person's name. Is it Betty? Bede? This is why I avoid saying the names. Not a lot happening. Opa's Alchemy and... No, I'm saying the names. Alchemy and Shuckle fight for a bag. Alchemy gives up and retreats. Shuckle, you don't fuckle with Shuckle, bro. Colossal Goldeen. Colossal attacks Nessa's Goldeen, but Opal's Togekiss protects her, killing Gordy's Colossal. Oh. Okay. Togekiss and Goldeen alliance. Interesting. Interesting. They're hunting for tributes. Machamp kills Arcanine with a sickle. A shickle Frostmoth bashes Cursola. Fuck. Frostmoth bashes Cursola's head with a mace. Gengar kills B's Hitmontop as he tries to run. I'm saying the trainer names again. Gotta stop. This is the worst one to try to this in. Cup is tricked by thorns. Grimmsnarl scares off Opal's alchemy. That's fair enough. Centiskorch knocks Shuckle out of leaves. Centiskorch knocks Shuckle out and leaves him for Wolfmutts. Just a bunch of Mightyena out there. Eat him alive. Wait, was there a... Oh, it did say Wolfmutts, and... Sorry, I should have read that first. Wolfmutts let loose in the arena. And then Centiskorch knocks Shuckle out and leaves him for Wolfmutts. I don't know why it emphasizes the Wolfmutts. It should just be like, leaves for them. Gengar is crushed by a pack of Wolfmutts because they're Mightyena. Or Puccina. The dark types, in any case. Just kill that Gengar. Eat him alive? Alchemy pushes Grimmsnarl into a pack of wolves. Got him. Frostmoth is crushed by a pack of wolves. Obstagoon knocks Flygon out and leaves him for the Wolfmutts. There we go. He's not flying away from that. 11 cannon shots on the first night is crazy. We have thinned through very quickly. They don't mess around in Sword and Shield. Gala, that's the region. Not a lot happening. It's a chill night. Goldine camouflages herself in the bushes. Okay, sure. If you reckon. Centiskorch poisons Scrafty's drink. He drinks it and dies. Meanwhile, Lapras and Togekiss are working together. Morpeko tends to Obstagoon's wounds. Oh, because it's Marnie and Piers. That's cute that their Pokemon are working together. Oh, sibling Pokemon bond. Not sibling Pokemon, but they're, you know what I mean. Mawile attacks Centiskorch, but Morpeko protects him, killing Mawile. Interesting. Interesting. No one likes Betty or Bede, whatever his name is. Their name is? They give them energy. Alchemy, Duraludon, and Glossifleur. Oh no, we don't need to read that. They're just discussing what will happen. Boring. Togekiss stalks Duraludon. Getting food, hatchets, collects fruit from a tree, stuff from a sponsor. Only Marwile's out this time. Receives a hatchet from a sponsor. Morpeko and Lapras sleep in shifts. Melanie and Marnie working together there. Opal's alchemy tries to treat her infection. Okay. Oh, Goldine falls in a pit and dies. I think the main part of that is the fact that she was on water. I mean, not on water. Let's try that again, shall we? I think the main part of that is the fact that she was on land. Centiskorch and Obstagoon work together for the day. Interesting. Kabu and Pierce team up. Duraludon forces Glossifleur to kill Machamp or Dreadnought. She decides to kill B's Machamp. Ooh. You could have taken that Machamp. You're a fairy type. Easy. Is Glossifleur? Actually, is Glossifleur a fairy type? Has fairy energy. I don't know if that's problematic for me to say. No, it's just grass. Okay. Never mind. Glossifua made the right choice. My champion's a beast. 2 cannon shots. Not 2 cannon shots, but... Ugh. Alchemy... Oh my god, Opal's Pokemon here. Alchemy begs for Togekiss to kill her. She refuses, keeping Alchemy alive. Yeah, man, they're on the same team. Work for the same trainer. Lapras gets an explosive, okay. Glossifua destroys Obstagoon's supplies while he's asleep. Milo. Duraludon passes out from exhaustion. Dreadnought and Morpeko huddle for warmth. The feast! Lapras doesn't go. Duraludon, Obstagoon, and Glossifua get into a fight. Glossifua triumphantly kills them both. Damn. That's a feat. Those are some beast Pokemon. Dreadnought sets an explosive off, killing Opal's Alchemy, Marnie's Morpeko, and Kabu's Centiskorch. Dreadnought, that was a good hit. 3 kills is nothing to sneeze at. Togekiss chases Glossifua. Dreadnought accidentally detonates a mine while he's trying to arm it. He did so well the first time. He's like, I'm going to do that again. And then blows himself up. Good lord. Lapras gets another explosive? Oof, 6 cannon shots for those explosion victims. Togekiss and Lapras run into each other and decide to truce for the night. That's interesting because there's only one other competitor. That's Glossifua. If they're teaming up, I don't like the odds for Glossifua. Ooh, but Lapras runs away from Glossifua. And Opal's just out there. Sorry, Opal's Togekiss is just out there fishing. Okay, an uneventful night. Togekiss dies from hunger. Clearly the fishing didn't go well. Probably the lack of arms make it hard to fish. Glossifua severely injures Lapras, leaves her to die. Oh, well, Glossifua is the winner. The first gym leader again. Once again. Takes the W. All righty, gamers. You know what that means. I hope. It is time for the very last thing we're doing. It's time for Paldea. I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink here. Num 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 num. Very nums. Ba ba bum 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 ba da dum. Yeah, we'll do a quick break. We'll do an ad break as well. Now that I think about it, we've been doing it. I don't want the ads to go off randomly like I did before, so we'll take a quick ad break here. Okay, gamers. All right, here we go. Lost gen. Current gen. Sword and Shield. We are juicing. The Bloodbath. Oof, Orangu throws a knife at Loxix's chest. That's fair. I hate Loxix. Lockix. Lockix, bad Pokemon. One of the worst Pokemon in that generation, in my opinion. Luxray, Magneton, and Poltergeist get into a fight, but Poltergeist triumphantly kills them both. Poltergeist, one of the best Pokemon from that generation. Actually, it's not even from that generation, but still, Poltergeist, one of the best Pokemon. I love me some tea. Spidops convinces Dunsparce not to kill him, only to kill him instead. No, to Dunsparce. No. Running away. Don't think it's empty. Oh. Kofu's Veluza bashes Larry-Staraptor's head against a rock several times. That's terrible. A Bolivar, right? That's how you pronounce that? A Bolivar kills Clodsire for her supplies. Right, I think I've also had to do some notable trainers as well. No, it's Elite Four. No, it's just Elite Four and... Yeah, Elite Four and Gym Leader still, I guess. 2 Pokemon for each Gym Leader. If that wasn't already obvious, like we're already in the end. If we haven't worked that out yet, I'm doing something wrong. Titan attacks Dragapult, but he manages to escape. Bellybolt searches for a water source. I imagine to electrify for a technical advantage, just for a mass killing spree. Houndstone's also searching for a water source. I'd be careful looking for a water source if Bellybolt's also looking for a water source. Alright. Orangu runs away from a Bolivar. That's what I'm going with. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, that's just more engagement for the video. 6 cannon shots. Not a bad start. Donphan, Dragapult, Titan, and Houndstone sleep in shifts. The team up. Spidops begs Gardevoir to kill him. She refuses, keeping Spidops alive. Ferrothorix. I don't like this Pokemon. I also hate this Pokemon. I hate this Pokemon because the beta design of Girafarig was so much cooler, and they could have just given Girafarig an evolution based on that. I just want Girafarig to have a full mirror, you know? I just want him to be symmetrical, like his name. But they made this instead. So this abomination baffles Wugtrio's head against a rock several times. Oh, just its own rock? All 3 heads? He just uses telekinesis to bash all 3 heads against its own rock 3 times. I guess. Ugh. Poltergeist lets Braxcalibur into his shelter. Oh. Copperaja has to tend to wounds. Ballybolt defeats Toxicity in a fight, but spares his life. Just some electric pals. Copperaja, Poltergeist, Arabolva, Arbolivia. I'm sorry, I'm so bad. Titan, all raided by Dops's camp. That wasn't that eventful. Ferrothorix, Beartic, Baxcalibur, and Veluza also do the same. to Bellybolt's camp. Donphan and Houndstone split up searching for resources. Toxtricity sprains his ankle while running away from Gardevoir. That's fair. You are a poison type. Not so good with the psychic, but good against the fairy, I guess. Only Wugtrio goes down. Receiving gifts from unknown sponsors. Claval's Orangu cannot handle circumstances and commits suicide. Whew. This abomination. I don't even want to say your name. I don't want to try to say it. Begs for Copperhead to kill her. She reluctantly obliges, killing. Okay, good. I'm glad it's dead. Good job, Copperhead. You're my new favorite. Let's go, big elephant. Gardevoir Spidop's Arbolivia, and Houndstone all fight. Tulip's Gardevoir and Katie Spidop survive. So Titan, Veluza, and Sodawoodo. Okay, they're just singing. Not much really happening there. Gardevoir, Baxcalibur, Poltergeist, and Beartick raid Kofu's Veluza's camp. Kofu's Veluza's camp. Yep, sure, that's, yep. While he's out hunting. Dragapult and Copperajah hunt for the tributes. Yep. Sodawoodo falls in a pit and dies. Get owned. So Titan and Bellybolt work together for a day. Bellybolt, Baxcalibur, Dragapult, Veluza, and Beartick sleep in shifts. Quite the alliance happening there. Poltergeist starts a fire to heat itself up, I guess. Tea's ready. Sleep in Copperajah, Toxtricity, and Donphan also sleep in shifts. There's a bit of an alliance going on here. Not going to look good for people not in alliance. So Titan goes spearfishing. Poltergeist and Copperajah search for resources. They're still teamed up. Beartick, Veluza, Toxtricity, Gardevoir raid Dragapult's camp while he's hunting. Donphan explodes the arena. Baxcalibur falls into a pit. Oh wait, Baxcalibur falls into a pit and dies. These big guys are just triggering all the pits. Ooh, Toxtricity unknowingly eats toxic berries, but he's a poison type. It's fine. He'll be fine. He's probably not going to be fine. Not sure the game will acknowledge that he's poison type. Veluza begs Beartick to kill him. She refuses, keeping Veluza alive. Copperajah convinces Gardevoir to snuggle with her. Ew. Oh no. No, no, no. Do not want to imagine that in my head. Poltergeist and Bellybolt sleep in shifts. Oh. Spidops kills Donphan with a hatchet. Dragapult and Spidops get into fight over raw meat, but Dragapult gives up and runs away. Spidops scaring away the Dragapult. Alright, alright, alright. Poltergeist and Titan get into a fight over raw meat. But Poltergeist gives up and runs away here. Yeah, but Poltergeist gave up on this one. Okay. Copperajah doesn't go to the feast. Gardevoir doesn't go to the feast. Beartick and Veluza get into a fight over rare. No, I'm going to try it again because I read them backwards too. Veluza and Beartick get into a fight over raw meat. But Beartick gives up and runs away. They're all just running away. Kill someone. My God. You guys are so boring. There we go. Beartick steps on a landmine. I was kind of hoping you'd take more people with you. Dragapult discovers the river. Bellybolt also discovered the river. Electrify it. Electrify that river. Veluza also discovered that river. Spider sets an explosive off, killing Bellybot, Veluza, Copperaja, and Poltergeist. This Spider is a crafty one. Oof. We're getting down to it now. That was so many kills with one explosive. 4 combatants remaining, it looks like. So Titan sprains his ankle running away from Spidops. I'd be afraid too. Dragapult defeats Gardevoir in a fight but spares her life. That's a risky move. The remaining tributes begin to hallucinate. Everyone survives. So Titan defeats Gardevoir in a fight but spares her life. Everyone is sparing her. And I don't want to think about the implications of that. We all know what's happening. We all know why they're sparing her. These 3 are all men, just what I'm saying, you know? Gardevoir practices archery. Dragapult steals from Sir Titan while he's not looking. Spider's goes like, no one, they're not doing anything. Dragapult tends to Spider's wounds. Sir Titan lets Gardevoir into his shelter. Okay, so there's a team up. It is Hassle's Dragapult and Caddy's Spidops against Grush's Sir Titan and Tulip's Gardevoir. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Nope, they're all just nope, hang on. Spidops is now tending to Sir Titan's wounds, and Dragapult decides, you know what? I'm gonna spear you in the abdomen. I find out Gardevoir kind of looks like she's already been stabbed in the abdomen. All right. Oh, Dragapult silently snaps Sir Titan's neck. We're down to Spidops and Dragapult, who were like teamed up before. Dragapult shoots a poisonous dart into Spidops' neck, slowly killing him. Just one of his poison ghost darts. He just poisons one of his ghost darts and fires it. Dragapult. Hassle Dragapult gets the win for Paldea. Well, gamers. Oops. I think that's where we're going to call it a stream. Wasn't quite 4 hours. I tried to aim for about 4 hours. But hey, I just wanted to get through this. All right, let's call it a stream, gamers. Thanks for joining me. Oh, actually, should we do? I'm thinking. Let's talk about winners. Actually, now that we're thinking about it. So our winners for the Hunger Games, the Pokemon Hunger Games, from Kanto, Lorelei's Lapras. Actually, I should look this way. But if I put that there, that's fine. The winners for the Pokemon Hunger Games, from Kanto, Lorelei's Lapras. From Johto, Chuck's Primeape. From Hoenn, Roxanne's Nosepass. From Sinnoh, Rock's Onix. From Unova, Marlin's Jellicent. From Carlos, Grant's Tyrant. From Alola, Mullane's Metagross. From Gala, Milo's Glossifleur. From Paldea, Hassle's Dragapult. Those are our winners. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe at some point, Lorelei, Chuck, Roxanne, Rock, Marlin, Grant, Mullane, Milo, and Hassle will go through to another round. Perhaps. We'll see. But until then, we'll call that a stream, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I had fun. Alrighty, game. How do I'm out of it. Alright, thanks for playing. If you want to come join us in the Discord, there's a Discord. Otherwise, Botrix has probably been sending out a message to say, hey, I posted this video. I would love if you checked out the video. Because I like making videos and I like when people see the videos that I make. This one we played a game called Pokemon Distorted Realms, where all the Pokemon, all the wild Pokemon are evolved, and our rival is Donald Trump. Relevant, isn't it? Alright, thanks for joining us, everybody. Into the next stream video, or whatever. Bye.